speeding, liver, summary, circus family.
Not trying to brag, but Cassie and I figured out something.
Oh.
And I want to pass it along to everybody.
Sexually?
No.
Oh.
Well, not, I mean, come on. I mean, not now.
I was hoping for something cool.
I was hoping for a boner.
Well, maybe like a breakthrough, like maybe something I could use.
Oh, yeah. Something to, I don't know, spice it up a little bit.
Yeah, a little, maybe a twist at the end instead of the swirl. Like
well,
Seinfeld.
That's the key. No, you mince some jalapenos. You got to get some melted butter. And you put the melted butter on the popcorn and then the minced jalapenos all over your popcorn.
Oh, it's like a flaky jalapeno?
Yeah. Well, no, like, I'm just the smallest little pieces of some wet jalapeno.
Oh, it's got to be wet?
Sure. Whatever. That's what we had. We had actual jalapenos. So we cut them up as small as possible and sprinkled them all over the popcorn. Let me fucking tell you, your butthole doesn't like it, but your stomach
You and
can't get
popcorn,
enough.
man. You got a lot of little popcorn secrets.
I do?
Yeah, remember back we got hammered that one night and we went back and you cooked popcorn on the stove?
No, I don't remember that.
Yeah, you did. It was really good.
I fucking bet it was.
It was.
Oh, yeah, I do remember.
Yeah, that was back in beautiful
downtown Coeur d'Alene. Get the bonus content. Sign up on Patreon. God, so many recipes I can share over there. Joey's popcorn recipes.
Maybe that's what we should just become, as like a recipe.
I mean,
podcast.
I would fucking stop listening.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
for sure.
How many? Show of hands. How many people want to be a cooking recipe podcast?
Strictly popcorn.
Yeah.
Anyone? No. Okay. But yeah, the bonus content, patreon.com/CanYouDon'tPodcast. Send in the things you want to see on the show to heyguys@CanYouDon'tPodcast. A reminder again, I think this is, when does this episode come out? Maybe this is the final week, and you might get like an additional couple days before Halloween to head over to CanYouDon'tPodcast.com and pick up a piece of merch. And just by doing that, no matter what it is, unless it's the free ringtones, that one doesn't count. But outside of that, you're entered into the grand prize, where you can either send something to us, whatever it is, something random. We'll sign it. We'll send it back. Or you can leave that decision up to us, and we'll just pick whatever the hell we want, sign it, and we'll send it to you.
What if it's like a used diaphragm or something?
Yeah, that's fine. Sign it, send it back. How do they know
And then
that
put
we
it back
won't?
in?
How do they know we won't pick a used diaphragm to sign?
Yeah,
and send it back.
Well,
yeah.
Joe and Brian are stopping your pregnancy from happening.
Yeah, I mean that's what dads do. Or something.
That's what we do. Yeah, is that what we do?
I don't know.
Episode 123, ABC, Michael Jackson.
This is Michael Jackson episode. Not a single Michael Jackson article in here.
Not a single one. Not a Jackson article one.
I wonder what he's been up to.
It's going to be a thriller, though, of an episode.
Nice. Oh, yeah. Look, another
I guess I'll just beat it.
Yeah, I'm going to beat it.
That was bad.
That's all right.
That was bad.
Did you know that?
it?
I get it. Did you know that
You get it?
there's another hot air balloon accident?
Of course there is.
This one spotted online by our daughter, Deja, but a couple people, she was just the first one, and then they sent it in. And I don't know why. I was just like, God damn, dude. This one ripped over a fucking radio tower.
Is there like a subreddit that's just all
I don't know. I think
accidents?
it's just hot air balloon season. Like maybe isn't fall like summer? Maybe the winds are dying down where people do hot air balloon festivals.
It gets cold though, doesn't it?
Yeah, I don't. Listen, I don't know. I'm not a ballooner.
I love ballooning as much as the next guy.
I've been in one, and I'll never be in one again.
I still can't believe you did that.
Me either. But anyway, hot air balloon hit a tower, knocked it over in New Mexico. There's not much more you need to know about that. No one's surprised.
Is there a video of it?
No.
Oh, come on, you're teasing me.
I mean, they got the article. I've watched. Well, I don't know for sure because I watched the news article of them talking about it. But Jesus.
Oh, there goes.
Yeah, just the tower. There it goes.
There's a crane. Or no, yeah, it's a cell tower. A balloon did that?
Listen to the music.
Yeah.
God. But no one was hurt, which is also a miracle.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, it's a balloon, so it seems like hitting the tower would put a hole in something, but everyone's fine. And this has happened before. at the same festival, knocking over radio towers.
Why do they have that festival right next to cell towers? There's another one right next to it. You see that in the video? There's like from what looks like maybe a couple 100 feet away, another one.
Yep. Another one.
Another one.
Oh, man.
Threesome
sex. Tower sex. But thanks for finding that and sending it in, kids, because goddamn, remarkable. All right, let's get the show rolling. Zach!
Hey, shut up. Start the show already.
Sitting on the couch and just came up with this. Hope you like it. Would you rather have to get in a fight with someone every day? And we'll figure out the parameters as we do with these would you rathers here in just a second. Get in a fight with someone every day, or you have to go bowling every day.
Well, I'm pretty much getting in a fight with my kids every day.
Yeah, right. So, I mean, the parameters, I think it can be, like it could be an emotional fight. Like if it's you and your wife or you and your partner, like you're not punching each other, hopefully. But, it's an emotional thing.
And if you are, hopefully you get out of that relationship.
Yeah, hopefully just stop fighting or getting punched. But there's that. So the emotional side. But if it's not within a relationship, I think it's going to be, you have to get punched. Like you have to punch somebody, they got to punch you. It's got to be a fight.
If it's like this, if it's you and a dude or a chick on chick, they got to be like ripping hair or punching noses.
Or yeah, just like a nice, good old fashioned fisticuffs. Okay. Unless it's in a relationship, but even inside a relationship, fighting with like emotional stuff, I think
that's worse
than getting in a fight. Yeah, not fun, not great. So
I'd rather get punched in the face, I think.
Mm-hmm. Or go bowling every day. And on the surface, you might, immediately you'd be like, oh yeah, I'll just go fucking bowling. Will you?
Will you be excited about it each time?
Every day, 20 years from now?
How often do you go bowling now, do you think?
Once, twice a year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's kind of a big thing. It's like,
it's usually part of a family fun center. And it's just something that comes with my pass. If I had to pay extra to go bowling, no, we're going to skip that and go over to the other thing. I'm family fun center. We got mini golf, right? Got bumper boats.
Triple play, yeah.
Bumper boats. You got go-karts, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you've got like bowling, or the laser tag, swimming pool, and there's bowling. Bowling is going to be on the bottom of the list.
Yeah. Yeah.
And again, bowling with children is different than bowling with adults. But bowling with just adults, high school, when it was just you and your friends and you just wanted to get out of the house.
Uh-huh.
So you'd go do that to hang out and goof around and be little goofballs. But
maybe hit the arcade. There's usually an arcade with it.
Yeah. Fuck yeah, there is. There's the bowling alley. You got the high score on that pinball machine.
Of course you do. I love bowling as much as the next guy, but like having to do it every day.
Every day. Picturing that. Like, you wake up in the morning and you have to fit it in.
Feeling like P. Diddy.
Wake up in the morning. Ooh, that didn't age well.
No.
And you have to go bowling instead of going to the gym because you have to fit it in. So you show up and you first of all, you park in the bowling alley parking lot. It's 6 o'clock, whatever. No bowling alley's open at 6 a.m. For the sake of the story, just pretend you're there. The sun's still not up. And
what time does Randy get there to open the place up?
He's not getting there. I'm guessing early afternoon for a bowling alley.
Early afternoon.
Maybe a big city.
No crack of the dawn.
No, but I like to think that there was. Or there probably was at some point. When bowling was really getting going.
In its hype, in its heyday.
In its heyday.
Back when Pete Weber was...
Breakfast bowling.
Yes. Yeah, burritos and bowling.
I had a bowling class in high school that was in the morning. It was weird to wake up and hurt your wrist.
Oh, the first thing you do is got to go bowling?
Yeah.
And how to
put someone else's shoes on?
Nobody showed up. Everyone got A's. It was a strange class.
That sounds like bowling.
Yeah.
But you're stretching in the car. This is 20 years from now. You've lost your family. you have a whole new friend group.
Oh yeah,
I am.
And you're just like cracking your neck, and you walk up there like the door's locked. You're like, and you look through it. knock on it, and Randy sees you. And
He's
like,
sitting at his desk.
And buzzes you in.
He's in there spraying shoes.
Like, he's shining balls. He's
Yeah.
like, well, 1 second. Like with his elbow, he's
Yeah.
like, pushes the button. You walk in. You're like, hey, Brian.
How's the wife?
You
fuck,
know.
No.
I already told you. She left me 15 years ago. That's rough.
Told you this yesterday.
No. Same with me. It feels like yesterday, huh? He still
That's
wears
'cause it was.
Still wears size 9.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just fucking with. They got them. They're already clean for you. And he like leans over and like turns the lane on.
Bumpers.
Want me to deep fry anything for you? No.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Cook doesn't get in until 3. But
It's 8 a.m.
I could get some cheese curds going for you. Yeah, you know what? I might take you up on that. All right, get down there. And you just got your, unzip your personal ball. Brian's balls.
Yeah.
Zach's Ball Shining. It's sponsored by Zach's Ball Shining Company.
Yeah. Fuck yeah, dude.
It's a callback.
Nice callback.
Thanks. But anyway, that's you, and that's your life. And those pins when no one else is in there, just like making like
And the echo that would make, not
Yep.
absorbing any, because everything in there's wood or
just
whatever
nothing.
material. It's all like
It's just wood and balls.
It's wood with gloss. Everything's glossy in there, and
So bright.
There's no other chatter.
No, it's just you.
It's, you just hear the whoa, 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 whoa of the ball rolling, and then whatever.
And you crying. No, but just you. You could rip through a bowling game. I'm guessing you get 10, 15 minutes. You could just huck some balls down the lane and get back to your life. But you have to do it. So again, this is.
You couldn't go on your family.
You couldn't go
trip
on vacations.
to Bahamas.
Nothing. I mean, unless you travel. You have a travel bowling kit.
Or a cruise. Cruise probably have bowling alleys.
Yeah, you could just do cruises. My God,
I'd get
how
old, though.
embarrassing that would be. Like checking in. Got any check bags? Yep. Just got these like a grocery bag full of 12. How many? 12? 10. 10 pins. Right?
10. Yeah.
10 pin. Okay. And you just like clank those up there, and you have your bowling ball, and they're just like, oh my God. And a retract, like a rollout mat that you travel with. They're like one you can click together wherever you go.
Yeah, that material that people put like audio and video cables in and snaps down.
Right.
You just got a bunch of those.
Yeah, you just
Is this regulation? It's got to be regulation.
Has to be. Yeah. Yeah. Just using the hallway at a fucking Holiday Inn. And everyone's just like, oh my God.
You've been having fun all day. You get back and you're like, you can't go to sleep until you get that round in.
Get 10.
And
get
so
10 frames
everyone's
in.
sleeping and you're just in the hallway, just on that carpet.
Like you're sitting in another room, you're reading a book, and like you hear bowling pins explode in the hallway. That would be seriously one of these. Like you'd be this, and you'd be like
Did I just fucking hear that?
you stop and like pull your book to your chest and just listen again. You're like, what's it? And it goes, and you're like, sounds like you picked up the spare.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sounds like Joey still got it.
Yeah.
Joey bowls a lot.
Yeah, I mean the sound of a strike versus like
Yeah.
a gutter ball too.
Yeah.
I mean
bouncing off the wall.
yeah.
God
in a hallway.
damn it.
Just dunk, dunk, dunk.
You put the bumpers up.
It's hitting the room cleaner, whatever the
Excuse me?
person that cleaned the room service cart.
Yeah. Can you move the roof service cart?
I need the space.
Can you not bowl in the hallway?
Actually I have to. So
Actually, I have a bowling
it's
ball.
part of the contract.
You need to get the fuck out of my way.
It's part of my condition.
Part of my
playing through.
condition. Yeah.
That's a weird, trying to, any of these would you rathers where you're trying to explain to someone why you have to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why do you have to do it? I just do.
I just do.
Yeah, but why?
This is going to go anywhere.
Podcast rules.
We're going in a circle here.
No. You ever listen to Candy Don't podcast? No? Man, me either. Not anymore.
Don't get started.
Don't even get started. It's fucking shit. And here I am bowling every day.
So that's bowling.
That's bowling. And then the fight thing, yeah. But I just can't imagine I'd almost rather get in a fight.
Yeah.
I'd just rather get in a fight, get it over with. Like, I mean, again, like end of the day, and you're like, shit, you haven't gotten in a fight. Your wife, the only one around, and you're just sitting on the couch. You're just like,
Why are you like that, bitch?
God, you're such a bitch, huh? She's like, what? And you're like, You're a bitch.
Ding, ding, ding.
She's like, oh, you're gonna, and you're like, fuck yes. All right, Rick, can we go to bed now?
Because you just want to get.
Can we
go to sleep.
Can we table this for tomorrow? Yes. Okay. I'll still call you a bitch tomorrow. Good night.
Yeah, and you got to lay down there knowing that, like, how are you going to sleep?
You're not. Yeah, your relation. It's all going to fall apart. But
I'd rather just get in a physical fight.
Yeah.
At least you go get knocked out, catch a few winks.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm going to pick fight. I can't imagine having to fucking bowl every day. So that's where I'm going.
I've never been in a real fight before, so I don't know the toll that would take on a daily basis. But
is a workaround hiring a guy that you can pick a fight with?
I don't know.
There's no loopholes. I think you just got to.
You just got to get out there in the world we exist in now and fight.
Like if you were, so Zach, you're leaving the show today. You just got to find someone on the way home and.
Can do.
Like you got a busy night and you can't. You're like, I
got to record just a ride tonight, and
I got to record in an hour, and you just park at a gas station and pull out. And be like, what's up, you fucking bitch? and some guy's like, what? And you're like, yeah, you fucking bitch. You want to go? And he's like, no. And you're like, God damn it. And you turn around and go to another parking spot, fucking open their door up and slap a hamburger out of their fucking hands. You're a bitch. And he's like, oh yeah, you want to go? Yes.
Like, yeah, fuck yeah, I do.
Yes, I do.
I got things to do.
Whoo! Honey, I'll be home in 5. This guy's about to get my ass kicked.
Grocery store.
God.
Like fighting the guy that's like stocking groceries.
It would mess with your mental health too. Like knowing that, like you just constantly walk around sizing people up, being like, dude, should I start a fight with this guy?
There are people that are like that anyway.
Oh yeah,
like they just like want to fight people.
They just live in this weird fear and dominance phase.
Yeah, especially you get a few drinks in them. They go to the bar. They're like, this is the guy that gets in a fight every time he goes out. Yep. Like there's just those people.
Yep. And it's gonna have, just like bowling, it's gonna have an effect on your friendships and your relationships.
Who do you think if you have to do one of those things?
Meth.
Picture like your friend group. Like which do you think you end up like the bowling group or the gets in a fight every day group? Which people you rather hang around?
Bowling.
Think so?
Yeah, I guess. God, that's depressing.
Like reluctantly.
Yeah, I guess.
Or let's throw a third one in here. Either that, you got to go to a strip club every single day at like,
oof.
That's
sadness, but it's titties.
It is, but
it's still sad.
It's the same titties probably every day.
Oh yeah, nothing.
You're getting to know the routine.
So a marriage,
you
get it. Yeah. You like they're doing, and you're like, here comes the high kick. Hope she nails the high kick.
Here comes the spinneroonie. Yeah,
taking a sip, yelling it out. Seen it.
Everyone's in there for the first time, just like, oh, dude, she's killing it. You're like, yeah, last night she killed it. And tonight she doesn't know what the fuck she's doing.
She goes, yeah, like, watch this. You can do a backward somersault and put her tits in my face. and he's like, what? And you're like, 3, 2, 1. And she just goes, like,
you're just looking at the guy.
Looking at the guys and the tits hitting your face, like, told you. Told you.
It's just not sexual anymore. It's
Watch what happens next. You're not going to believe what she does next. He's like, what? Cool. And he goes, tits in your face. And then she just slides down and goes, woohoo! Wow, called it.
Oh, imagine. Okay, so you're in that same situation like the bowling guy. She comes over. Oh, maybe we already talked about this, but like she comes over and you're like, hey, how are the kids?
Oh, yeah. That was only like 3 weeks ago.
Did we talk about that? Okay. I thought maybe that was fresh. Like you're just having a conversation.
He's just having a conversation with everyone. Like, I don't think my wife's going to leave me. Yeah, she might. And then just fucking drops it on you. And you're like, yeah, I think she might. Anyway, I'm gonna pick fights. I'm not going to a fucking bowling alley every day.
Maybe I'll just pick a fight at a bowling alley every day.
You're eventually going to, because you're going to fucking hate your life.
I'll never finish a round. I'll just fight
Kick
somebody.
The shit out of someone next to you.
At Randy. I'll just fight Randy every day.
He would stop buzzing you in.
Yeah, he would.
All right, Zach, do you have a thing?
Great bowler. I would become a great bowler.
That's what you're going to do?
Yeah.
Accidentally get a 300, fuck around, get a 300?
Fuck yeah. Dedicate.
God.
I mean, those Pete Weber bowled every day. Look at where it got him.
Yeah.
Got him 5 championships.
I can only get
that
better.
No one knows about.
I can only get better.
No one knows about.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I just said you can only get better at bowling. Especially
and at fighting.
True.
Would you rather be just like a mediocre pro football player or the best bowler in the world? Like, would you rather be Pete Weber or like I don't even know, like just
Mayfield?
No, he just threw for.
He's still medium.
You're just sad because of the Cleveland thing. Come on, he's like 108.
He was
rating.
terrible for the fucking Browns.
He's great with Tampa Bay.
Yeah, we'll see.
But like, no, I'm talking like you just ride the bench, like, but you're on a pro team.
So like you're a backup kicker.
Yeah,
Making that money though.
Let's say, but no one knows who you are, or you could be Pete Weber. Everyone knows who you are, but you're a pro bowler.
Not everyone knows who he is.
Yeah, really.
We know who he is.
Well, bowlers know who he is.
Oh yeah.
So you're like the best. When you think of bowling, it's like when I think of bowling, I think of Zach. And he's got that. Mm-hmm. Or when I think of Zach, it's like, fifth string.
He's just a good guy. Made it in case everyone dies, then he gets to play.
Yeah.
You can go hang out at my nice house from the league minimum of $1 million or whatever.
Yeah. What do you think the purse was for Pete Weber's championships?
There's only one Pete Weber though.
And he blew it on fucking hookers and blow.
Yeah, of course he did. Wouldn't you?
If I was Pete Weber?
Yeah, dude.
Can't even imagine.
Fuck yeah.
All right, let's move off to what are you thinking about? Zach!
Hey,
Hey, what's up, babe?
what are you thinking about?
Nothing. Actually, you know what? I'm thinking about a lot of shit.
What are you thinking about?
Who do you think you are? I am! I'm a great F5! I did it!
Yeah.
You're telling me that's not legendary?
Not inspirational?
Yeah.
I mean, we laugh at it, but...
Yeah, it doesn't get you pumped up a little bit?
No. Because I picture his
I
shit.
did it! Start 5! I told you! I did it! Anyway.
Go ahead. What were you thinking about?
Chibi. That's such a weird thing. ChatGPT.
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 That's your ChatGPT.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why. I was trying to think of what are you thinking about this morning?
Yeah.
And I don't remember. Oh, you know what I started thinking? I was like, oh, I wonder if we could do a thing about like sexy Halloween costumes. Mm-hmm. Because everything has got like a sexy version. There's like a sexy Mr. Rogers. It's just a skimpy ass thing. And so I'm looking through there, and for some reason, I went to
This is great.
Chat GPT, and just decided to ask what it's going to be for Halloween.
Okay.
I was like,
also funny just to picture a fucking grown-ass man being like, I don't know, I'm just going to open up, have a little talk with ChatGPT.
I thought, because I was like, I wonder how it'll respond. Mm-hmm. So I just wrote, what are you dressed up for Halloween? Mm-hmm. And it said, I don't dress up, but if I could, I'd go for something creative, maybe a mashup of a mad scientist or a fortune teller, blending science and mysticism. What about you? Any costume ideas in mind for Halloween?
Oh, it's so...
And I wrote, sexy Jesus Christ. Because that's the first thing that popped in my head.
Naturally?
And then they said, that's definitely a bold and attention-grabbing choice. You could have a lot of fun putting a twist on a traditional look like that. Any specific ideas on how you'd style it?
A traditional look like sexy or Jesus. Just picturing like
traditional,
the classic Jesus Christ
the
costume.
Bloody, just
what a.
I love how AI is already patronizing us. It's like, good boy, good job, little guy,
good job,
little stupid brain.
Wow.
Maybe with a flowing robe, but cut in a modern way. Or are you thinking of going all the way with accessories and details? And I just wrote, nude underneath with nipple tassels. And it goes, you're definitely pushing boundaries with that idea. It sounds like you're going to do a mix of humor and shock value with the nipple tassels. You'll definitely stand out with such a bold take on a classic figure. Just make sure the event you're going to is cool with it. You'd be the talk of the party. And then I just wrote, so what else is going on?
Yeah.
And it's like, not much. Just here to chat with you. How's your October going so far? Any other fun plans at Halloween or fall in general?
Oh, man.
And then I stopped at that point because I realized I was just having a conversation now with this. And
it's egging you on. Like it's urging you, and it sounds like it has feelings about you.
Yeah,
Which
and
is
it got
creepy.
a little creepy, and so
Ooh, nipple tassels. Can you send me a pic?
I know.
You're like,
It started feeling a little too real, and so I was like, God, this is so fucking bizarre. So when I got here today, I was telling you about it, I'm like, it's just crazy. I was trying to do something funny, like, let's see what I could get, and it was like, instead of getting like, you ever ask Siri, like, or you call her names or whatever, and she's like, that's inappropriate, and like cuts you off almost. That's just like, oh, let's just play along. Let's
just
have
get
a
in there.
conversation.
yeah.
And it got me thinking, like, you don't actually have to have any sort of human contact at all. You could legitimately just have like a relationship.
Yeah. Have you ever watched the movie? Was it Her?
No, I didn't watch it.
It's great. Zach, seems like a movie you've seen.
I haven't though.
Oh, it has Joaquin.
Yeah, I remember it.
Emma Stone, I think, is the AI, but he like straight up falls in love with his phone, and then like tells everyone like he's in a relationship, blah blah blah, and then all of his friends and stuff find out he's just talking about his phone, but he's happy, but no one knows how to fucking deal with it. And then when he starts like, was he start talking to another phone? I forget where it went.
Cheating on her, cheating on the old phone.
The phone was getting jealous too.
Oh God,
it's really good. It's very good, and it's exactly where everything is going.
But you could, I could totally see that with this. Like if you ask the right questions and you say the right things,
you'll come.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Nice.
Like I wonder. I don't know about ChatGPT. It's probably
no. They'll have a filter. Yeah.
But there has to be one out there that's like full blown just sex.
Just go for it. Oh, absolutely.
And it just like talks you off.
Mm-hmm. Talks you off.
Yeah.
And you want to talk me off tonight?
Yeah. That's
did you tell ChatGPT that you were talking?
So hot.
That is so hot. 110001.
Play with yourself.
11001.
I like to watch you play with yourself.
Play with your penis. That is so hot, the way you fondle your penis. Cloudy skies. What? Penis. 30% chance of precipitation.
Of coming
tonight. Tomorrow. Kootenai County. Did you tell ChatGPT that you were talking to Craig Swab and Associates?
I did not.
Okay. Well, I think if you're going to have an honest relationship, you need to go and let her know. But you'd be like, but here's what I found funny. All I said is I had to poop and they cut me off. What do you think about that? And I guess curious if she'll have some insight for you. How do I talk to the dumber AI versions of you?
Yeah.
Without getting in trouble.
Right. I'm going to speak
What'd
to your
you
dumber
say?
versions.
I said fucking take a poop and nipple tassels. And you have no problem talking about nipple tassels. Oh, you're so cute, Brian.
Everything. That's so cute, Brian.
That's so cute, Brian. You're funny. Let's talk more about the nipple tassels. But you talking about ChatGPT actually reminded me of a story that I came across on the interwebs. As you are probably aware, like the new versions of phones are having, no longer are you going to have to go to a spot like ChatGPT, right? They just paved the way. All these other AI platforms, the ones where you go and you make the fake photos, whatever, like Adobe, right? We use Photoshop and you can type in whatever the fuck you want and have it generate an AI image, and sometimes it absolutely kills it. Sometimes it's terrible, but sometimes it wins. But anyway, all of that it's not going to be a place you have to go. It's going to be inside of your phone. It's going to be built into the operating system at all times. So Apple's doing that now. I'm sure other companies have done it too. But this particular way is super funny to find out the power of what the AI, like the Apple AI, is going to be doing for your phone. But he learned that he was getting dumped because the Apple AI summarized the text messages that he got.
Oh, God.
So he got in a fight with his girlfriend at a bar or whatever, and then left. And then she sent like a long text back, right? And
the novel type where it just goes...
Yeah, just a huge one. And he got the notification, he opened it, and Apple saved him time and summarized it. And all he saw when it popped up says, no longer in a relationship, wants belongings from the apartment.
Oh my God.
Like, and it's just, and you're like, okay, got it.
Not even personalized.
Nope.
Like it's just
Not
this
good.
is what it says.
Not good. You're fucked.
Get out.
You fucked up. Get out. And you're just like,
You're
all
no
right.
fun anymore. Get out.
You're no fun. You lack bedtime. You're not
Get
fun
out.
in bed. Josh.
You can't please a woman, Josh. Get
no
out.
longer in a relationship. Get your stuff out of the apartment. But that's exactly what it got. And it's so funny because it does that with emails and all this shit. Like you get a huge email and AI will just be like, and then just be like, nah, here's the gist of it. Yeah, I just need to know what you're doing on Saturday.
It's the Cliff's Notes.
Mm-hmm.
That's basically what that is, right?
Exactly. And just, I
What
mean,
if it doesn't do it right, though? What if
it's going to fuck up.
like if it doesn't sum it up? What if it summed up like that, but that's not what she said?
Right. So it's going to there's going to be a learning curve, but eventually there's going to be a point where it does not mess up. Like it will not mess up for like 99.9% of the time. It's going to be saving you time and summarizing it exactly how you need it to be summarized.
It's just moving a little too fast.
I know. That's what the text message said.
Yeah.
I'm moving too fast. Get out of my apartment.
Yeah.
And you're like, all right, well, okay. You got it. But yeah, pretty wild. What?
I mean, is like, what's the point of reading a book? Like,
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, exactly. Like if you can just read what the book is, everything that the book is about in 5 pages. Why am I reading 500?
it's like a trailer for a movie, I guess.
Yeah. If the trailer literally showed you all of the good parts and you got the entire film in 5 minutes, but then you'd still watch a movie.
Yeah.
I'd rather prefer the movie, the timing, the cinematography, the script, the plot line. Like I'd much rather do that. But generations after us are going to be like, come on, like 2 hours? Get the fuck out of here. I got 2 hours for this shit.
I don't even watch the trailer of a movie anymore. I don't watch for many movies, but anymore, like to get me to watch a movie, it's like if it's the right act, if it's like Brad Pitt or it's one of those guys, like, it's just gonna
work out.
It's gonna be good or at least decent. And like I don't want to watch the trailer because I want to be surprised all the time, because some of those trailers
tell you way too much.
It's way too much, and you're like all the big stunts or whatever, and you're like, fuck, I would have liked to have been surprised by that.
Especially horror movies.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about that now because, October and we're watching a bunch of spookies. And horror trailers are the worst. Shows you everything. You're like, God damn it, stop it. Just want to know what like the basis premise was, but not every scary thing that happens in the movie, you're going to show it.
The whole reason I want to watch this is to be scared and surprised and
you show me all the jump scares?
Yeah.
Oh, this looks like the fucking part from the trailer. Oh, there it is.
Remember when he jumps out and stabs her in the chest?
What's next? Boobs in my face?
What do you know? The shark eats the guy.
Whoa.
Who knew?
Wow.
Here it comes. Here comes the tits in the face.
Here comes the tits in the face. Told you. How'd you know, trailer? All right, let's move off to some dick. Then we got a petty beef. We got the whole thing today. Let's go, Zach!
Is it dumb? Is it interesting? Is it cool? Then it's dick.
Burr, burr, burr.
Okay, so we have a couple stories, and then we'll get off to our petty beef this week. This one fitting right on theme with Can You Don't. Like, it was this article, when it popped up, it was like it was made for this show and everything that we've talked about.
Well, it's made so much that when I texted you yesterday, I found the story and opened up the script to put it in there. And what did I see? It was already in there. I'm like,
Makes sense.
Yep.
So hackers take control of robot vacuums in multiple cities and yell racial slurs. I mean, not funny. Kind of funny.
I mean, kind of funny.
Kind of funny.
Depending on, I mean,
it depends on
it's
where
funny if it's a robot saying
where
it,
you
right?
draw your line.
Yeah.
But as you can tell on this show, no lines are ever drawn, so all of it's just ridiculous to think about. Robot vacuums in multiple U.S. cities were hacked in a space of a few days, with the attacker physically controlling them and yelling obscenities through them on the onboard speakers.
Oh my God.
The affected robots were all Chinese-made. Ecovacs, is my thing fucking up? I saw a blink in my corner. Is that working, Zach?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm back. Okay, great. Robots, Chinese-made Ecovacs DeepBot X2s. I don't have one of those.
No.
The exact model that the ABC was able to hack into as proof that it had a critical security flaw.
I don't buy foreign things.
Yeah. Minnesota lawyer Daniel Swenson was watching TV when his robot started to malfunction. It sounded like a broken up radio signal or something, he told the ABC. You could hear snippets of maybe a voice. Through the Ecovacs app, he saw that a stranger was accessing its live camera feed and remote control feature. So creepy.
Yeah.
Dismissing it as some kind of glitch, Mr. Swenson reset his password, rebooted the robot, and sat back down on the couch beside his wife and 13-year-old son. Almost straight away, it started to move again. This time, there was no ambiguity about what was coming out of the speaker. A voice was yelling racial obscenities loud and clear right in front of Mr. Swenson's son. Fuck, and then just N-word.
Oh, no. Went full inward.
Oh, man. Over and over again.
Could you imagine we're walking around the house and it's like you're walking in the kitchen? It's like,
sorry, honey, did you say something?
And you stop and you turn around and it stops.
Yeah.
It's kind of like red light, green light.
And you just go, yeah.
And it's like,
and you're like, I thought I turned it off. And you're like, anyway, go back to like cooking some spaghetti and it's like, runs into your foot and you look down. It's like, fuck you. That'd be so good. I'm like, what?
You walk away and
fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Help. Fuck you.
Yeah, it's not an accident by that point. Like, this person is talking to me.
Can I have some spaghetti? Fuck you. And you're like, get out of here, dude.
Put it in my hatch.
Put it in my hatch. Put it in my ass. Fuck you. Fuck my ass. And it's spinning in a circle. Fuck my ass. Fuck my ass.
Spewing out all the stuff it sucked up, making a mess.
Let me clean your butt. Fuck you, spaghetti sauce. I got the impression it was a kid, maybe a teenager. Yeah, said Swenson. Maybe they were just jumping from device to device, messing with families.
Just joshing.
Also funny, yeah. Also, from their perspective, pretty fucking funny thing to do. The second time around, he just turned it off. It could have been worse. Mr. Swenson kept his robot vacuum on the same floor as his family's master bathroom. Our youngest kids take showers in there. He said, I just thought of it catching my kids or even me, not dressed. So that is scary.
And you know what's even worse about that?
Mm-hmm.
It's called a master bathroom.
Right.
And it's yelling.
Yeah. Yelling a bunch of racial slurs.
Yeah,
not
master
great.
Bathroom.
I know. Despite the slurs, Mr. Swenson was glad that the hackers had announced their presence so loudly. It would have been much worse, he said, if they had decided to quietly observe his family inside their home. Like, you're just watching a show with your kids, and like the vacuum's like, and you look over, and you're
like, guys, was that vacuum always there?
No. Shut up. This is the good part. Like your wife turns it up, and you're just like trying to watch TV, and
you can't even watch it because you're focused
on over, and it's just like it's getting closer and closer. You're like, dude, the fuck is going on with these things,
dude? When we got a Roomba, like the first Roomba we ever got, we had it in the kitchen. It was where it was docked, and in the middle of the night, it was probably like 3:00 in the morning. We're sleeping, and he goes, "Ooh, please charge," and it's like, "Please charge," or whatever it said. I don't remember.
Scary,
but it was like, it was a real voice coming out of the thing, and it was like, "Ooh," and so then I think Amber was thinking, because it's Bluetooth, like her first thought was, is someone controlling it with the Bluetooth?
Yep.
And so this isn't that crazy or far off of a thing, because we actually had that thought and thought maybe there was someone outside the house hacking into it.
Yeah, I thought that too. Had a Roomba. Turns out that the Roomba was just not charging properly, so it kept on resetting its schedule. So then it would take off like at fucking 4 a.m. out of the dock.
It's like, all right, time's gonna work.
And you're just like, ugh, you pick it up and put it back on the charger. Charging. Brian. But like, yeah, 100%. So in this article, I can't find it at this exact moment, but it does say that there were other robots, and it was like it was harassing the animals of the house when the people were gone, which is so fucking sad.
Yeah.
Like, you're just sitting there, like some creep is just watching and waiting for everything to go quiet. And then he's like, well, the dog can't fucking say anything. Yeah. And then going around, be like, hey, like laughing.
The
bad
dog's
dog.
running
bad
around
dog.
the house.
Yeah, and it's like jumping up on the couch. Yeah. And it's just like, bad dog.
Die, bad dog.
I'm going to kill you.
saying all these awful things.
You want to go for a walk? You want to go for a walk?
You want a treat?
Yeah. And the dog, and then it goes back to his charging station, and then the family comes in, and the dog's
Huddle in the corner with his.
not going to believe what's going on with
leash.
the dog. Yeah, what's going on with the dog today?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. And then the guy just sits and waits to harass fucking family pets.
That's so creepy.
Anyway, so that's the thing. If you have a Geo bot, or whatever the Echo Boost fucking name of this thing was, maybe get it out of your house.
Maybe put some tape over the camera,
Yeah,
maybe.
and throw it in a trash can. You can get one that can't get hacked. All right, you have a story. Go for it.
Well, which one are we doing here? There are a couple stories.
Do Nazi breakfast.
Oh, yeah, I added Nazi breakfast. I just want to make sure that we're cool with that.
From racial slurs to Nazi breakfast.
Yeah,
Great.
that wasn't intentional.
Hit it.
Oh, god damn it. Hang on.
What?
It wants me to...
Subscribe.
Okay. I got around it.
Okay, nice.
Okay. Restaurant apologized after reenactors dressed as Nazis dined in Massachusetts.
What? Okay.
There's a couple of World War II reenactors, dressed as Nazis, should have been asked to change out of their SS soldier costumes before they were served at a Massachusetts restaurant. But the business wrote in an online apology.
Well, it is close to Halloween.
That's kind of what it's like, the idea of just being able to, like Halloween, you just dress up however you want and it's not weird.
It's as I've talked about plenty of times, one of my favorite times of the year. Mm-hmm. To see some crazy shit. Fucking Mario fighting a velociraptor.
one of those T-Rexes that's blown up.
Yeah. And they're just in a fight and it's like fucking moving around. The screen's all fogged up and they have to wipe it off.
And then someone gets knocked to the ground and they run for an ambulance and it's like a slutty
firefighter.
Yeah, running over there, crying.
Running over there, fucking picking up a bloody Pikachu.
Makeup's running all over the place.
That's my favorite. What a time.
Last night we fell short and we deeply apologize. Kith and Kin in Hudson said on Facebook. Kith and Kin must be their names.
Yeah.
The Nazi reenactors were seated at a table of 8 with 4 reenactors dressed as U.S. soldiers and one wearing a military nurse costume, according to the restaurant's fake Facebook post.
Yeah.
Someone who happened to be there at dining noticed and thought it was odd that the reenactors mistakenly felt it unnecessary to change out of the costumes. I can't imagine they truly thought it was acceptable to wear those costumes and dine in public. And it just goes on about people complaining.
Yeah.
But
I guarantee
it's funny to think about, like, those guys, all they were doing was just their job. And it's not like they're not running around going white power and all. It's like they're reenacting, but as soon as the punches out, they punch out at work, they're just eating breakfast.
Yeah, like a doctor walking around. He's like, oh shit, like forgot he got some blood on his coat, but he's so tired and exhausted he just forgot and just went out to eat. Only difference is this is a Nazi costume.
Yeah.
So there's that. Yeah, just driving. Just like doing, just two of us, just me and the nurse.
Yeah,
me and the nurse Circus could look at some pancakes.
It's a Nazi costume and a sexy U.S. nurse.
Sexy nurse. God.
But it wasn't even Halloween. It was just a reenact. So it's like,
well, even then, you can't just wear Nazi shit everywhere.
No, you're absolutely right. But it's funny to think, like, when you get around, there's a weird buffer zone. Like, as soon as you hit October, it's like, so you'll just see kids like randomly running down the street in costumes or whatever. And a kid in a costume is not weird anyway, because kids do that. But there's this acceptable point. And then it's like, after Halloween, if you're still wearing a costume.
Oh shit, that was yesterday?
Yeah, it's like, okay, now it's weird.
Now you gotta knock it off.
That you're wearing whatever fucking the farmer with riding the sheep.
Yeah,
where it's walking.
The alien carrying you. Yeah, just wear that to work on fucking November 5th.
Yeah, it's just like any other time of the year. It's weird.
Yeah,
but these people don't even have that as an excuse.
No.
And try to explain that to the people, like,
oh shit, like,
am I still wearing this?
Oh my god, how embarrassing. I'm sorry. Yeah, no, I'll gladly change.
I want to know the mindset that the people that, like, they didn't, it's like they're not Nazis, they're doing it as work, but how did it not cross their mind to be like, maybe we should
get out of our Nazi gear?
Yeah. Some people might think this is
a little offensive and
weird.
Weird. Yeah, we're not in the right setting for this. Yeah, absolutely.
Like that never. I
lean towards them doing it just for shock.
Think so?
Yeah, and just trying to get hype and bug people. Guarantee it.
They're just trying to get people to come to the reenactment. They're like, our numbers are way down.
Way down. We're going to need you to go out to breakfast wearing Nazi costumes. I don't think you just do it. Just go do it. On the same path of Halloween, and there's not much to this article, but I guess I have to show it because the picture is so funny to me. And have you seen the one picture of, I mean, there's a lot of them out there with like traffic cams. And people are speeding through and like they're looking up and then they get sent the picture of them looking up at the camera while they get their ticket. And there's the one where the girl's jerking the guy off. Like she's driving but jerking him off in the passenger seat. And they're both just looking up at the camera. This is the Halloween themed version of that. Zach, go ahead and pull up this picture. This guy in a Cookie Monster costume. Look at it.
Look at his eyes.
Dude.
Cookie speeding. Say a driver wearing a Cookie Monster costume was caught speeding in Dortmund, Germany.
By a mobile roadside unit, which snapped a picture of this sweet loving puppet
barreling
down the highway going 60 miles an hour.
Oh, fuck. Here comes Cookie Monster.
Run, Cookie. Cookie. You have Cookie? Rose, well, license registration? He's like,
yeah, like a picture of a cop pulling him over.
Do you have any cookies?
And you come to the window and he's like, license registration. He's like, what seems to be the problem, officer?
You're an officer. Open your glove box and like a ton of cookies fly out.
The cop pulling you over is dressed like, well, it's Germany.
Oh, yeah.
He's dressed like a Nazi.
Oh, perfect. You too. Happy Halloween. But anyway, if you haven't seen it, just look up Cookie Monster speeding ticket, and then you can see the picture if you just listen to the audio.
I love how it's all black and white.
And blurry.
Pixelated.
And you just see these eyeballs and like goofy ass smile.
And a steering wheel.
We got a wild petty beef.
Okay.
There's not a whole lot to say about it, but it's a situation.
It's a fun time.
Zach.
Silence in the court.
You are now entering the petty beef courtroom, where all sides of some bullshit will be heard and evaluated. The people are real. The cases are real. The rulings are final-ish. This is Petty Beef.
Final-ish. All right, so coming in from our son James, here we go. Hey guys, it's your unwanted adopted son James. Don't say that. Don't talk about our son James like that. I got a petty beef for y'all, and I'd really like you guys or y'all's opinion on this. This has been on my mind for months, and I'll dive right into it. My little brother, about 7 years ago, got in some trouble with the law. He was dressed up like Cookie Monster. Just kidding. He was actually innocent, but the victim was the son of a well-known and respected figure in our community.
Sure he was.
I helped my brother disappear for a few days at one point and bailed him out like 7 times, all for the same charge. And that's a story for another time. When he got out, I let him have a room in my house and tried to get him a job at the same place I was at, and everything, gave him rides wherever he needed to go. Well, my ex-wife was not a faithful woman, and time after time, I gave chances for the sake of our kids, so they tried to keep the relationship going. Mm-hmm. I ended up starting my own landscaping business and had to end it a few months so my ex could get a job that she's been wanting to have for the longest time. So I took a job working overnight at Walmart. Yeah, pretty fucking stupid. Anyway, this bastard brother of mine slept with my wife.
Oh.
Bragged about it. Then it weighed on him, and instead of facing me like a man, he chose to violate his parole so we could have to go back to prison.
Oh my God.
He's like, dude, I'm not handling this. Dude, I'm not dealing with this. I'll just go back to prison.
I'd rather face fucking prison, yeah.
That prison must be pretty cool then.
Yeah.
If you're willing to just be like, dude, I'm not doing this.
Who was he bragging to?
Friends, who the fuck knows? When I found out...
Everyone but him?
Yeah. When I found out, my entire family was pissed at me. He claimed that he was drunk and don't remember, and my whole family wants me to forgive him and act like it didn't happen and let him parole to my house again. I cut every one of them out of my life, leaving me with no one to turn to if I needed help with my kids. By the way, I have them living at my house because their mother is untrustworthy. Anyways, my aunt has a lot of her stuff here at my house, and I told her over the last year to get her shit out, and it's trash, and she threatened to sue me if I did. Which,
what the fuck is going on here?
I know. Here in Texas, a judge would laugh at her and tell her to consider herself lucky I hadn't trashed it yet. Deep down, the man I was before I had kids wants to put his name out there and let nature take its course. The man I am now won't ever forgive him for stabbing me in the back the way he did after everything I did for him. Am I the asshole for not forgiving him and cutting my entire family out of my life? Am I overreacting? Like, is this shit supposed to be normal? Like my family is making it seem? A little background, my aunt has slept with almost every guy my mom has been with. Could be why she wants me to forgive him, because she's done that same slutty shit. So am I the ass? Help a kid out. End of beef. Thank you all for everything you do. It keeps my head on my shoulders and the demons at bay. Y'all don't understand how much y'all's comedy has helped me in this dark year that I fear is turning into a few more years. I appreciate and love everything you guys do. Thanks, Pops. If it makes it on the show, use my name. I don't care. Nothing I share is a secret. I am who I am and stand by every decision I make.
If it's played out exactly like he says, what the fuck?
I know. I mean, I have to believe. It'd be weird to just write an email in and just be like, well, what can I make up?
How does that not feel like the Twilight Zone? We're like, am I fucking crazy?
Yeah.
Like,
and everyone's like, oh, come on.
Just get over it. What's the big deal?
So I definitely side with James.
Yeah.
100%. But also, from his point of view, there's like having the kids by yourself, like trying to figure out like what you want to do and having no help because everybody has fucked you over. In this case, your brother is the one that has fucked you over. Family might just be trying to mend it, right? Mm-hmm. So I think that there might be room for a middle spot. Your brother's not going back to your fucking house. That wife is gone, but you gotta still find a way to forgive him, because it's not you didn't do shit. It's just he doesn't fucking care. So at this point, not forgiving him, you're the only one that's bearing the sadness of it, right? Like you can just hate him and just like despise him forever, and there's two different ways of going about that. Formulating and actively and having it play on your brain because you can't forgive him, you can't move on, and it's always eating at you every single day. That's one way. Or you can be like, well, I'm not going to have a relationship anyway with him anymore, but I have to be able to move on. So there are two types of forgiveness, if that makes sense.
It's just weird that, I mean, if the brother would own up to it and just
not run away. Well, I think he did. He just wouldn't face him. And then his family was mad that he doesn't have a place to go now. So they're like playing that card like, you know him. He just needs a place to go. Like he needs to get out of there. And so they're playing. He's like, I'm not fucking doing that. And I stand by that 100%. His brother's got to figure out something else. But that actively hating somebody is so exhausting.
Yeah.
Like there's no point. There's no point in hating him. Just it happened. You hate him. Then you have to be able to move yourself on.
But the problem is
for your kids.
Your family won't. It's like your family's.
Yeah, I know that's the tough part. It's having no help. Yeah, and your sister was fucking her sister's husbands and boyfriends the whole time. Leaving shit at your house.
You got to feel like you're the only rational person in a group of in a circus. I don't know, man. Yeah. Like how do you be around that?
I don't think you can be around it, but you just can't actively hate them. You just gotta move on.
Yeah,
like that sucks. Forgive in a way of just like forgiving for yourself.
But you're moving on from your family though too, because if they think that you're in the wrong by not letting your brother back in, like how do you mend that?
You don't.
You just move on with your life.
Like he's not moving in, but there's another avenue to mend this.
Maybe he should move in with the aunt. Because maybe they could have like
fucking everybody.
Yeah, they have like a crazy orgy
and then
thing going on.
Also the fact it's like your brother fucked your wife. Your wife also fucked your brother.
Yeah.
So like she's gone, she's out, he's gone. They're not a part of your life, but you can't. There's other ways to forgive them. You don't have to just like be like, yeah, of course, move back in, all this kind of stuff. He clearly needs help. He's been in and out of jail. What? How many fucking times now? 7?
I mean, I'm totally cool with the movie. That's probably what I'd do. I'd just be like, you know what, whatever, move on. Mm-hmm. But you're basically, by doing that, you're moved on from your family too, because they think you're in the wrong by not letting them back in. So
I think a discussion.
I think you move somewhere else.
Yeah, these are my boundaries. I'm not doing this, but I can do this. Sure, I can try and get him a fucking job. It's not gonna be where I work. I'll keep an ear out, but he's not
plow
living here.
my secretary or something.
Yeah, he can show up, and I'll let him know when I get another relationship and come over and fuck them. Sorry, James. That's rough. We don't have an answer. I think you know the answer, and the answer is it's going to be a rough little scratch.
Do what's best for you, though.
Yeah, always do what's best for you.
And your kids.
I guess that was like the only self-reflection I can have is like whatever happened, no matter how fucked over a situation is, you just have to look at it and be like, okay, well, they did this, I did this, move on. That's it.
You can't change it.
Can't change it. Nothing's going to change it. Should we get to some good news?
Yeah.
Okay.
I need something.
Yeah. Sorry, James. I mean, I think you're doing the right thing, but there's not an easy way to fix that circus, as Brian accurately called it. We love you. All right. Good news, Zach.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
Hooray! We aren't doomed.
Yeah.
I'm just like I don't think I've fully absorbed the weight of that situation.
Awful. But we send him all the love and power to push through that one.
Thanks for listening, and glad you get some sort of entertainment out of it.
Get some entertainment. I think part of some of the email, maybe it wasn't this one, but I thought you wrote in like, even you guys could probably find this, like, make this funny. Nope.
That's just depressing.
Can't do that. This is a wild story, and it's a long one, but we're not going to read all of it. I'm going to do my best to summarize it. There is a guy. His name is Kevin Gosling.
What? Gosling?
Yeah, like goose stuff.
Yeah.
You get it. And his wife, Barbara, walked across the parking lot towards Toronto General Hospital. It was 5:30 a.m., still dark, in the early spring morning back in 2005. So the big part of this story is that in Canada, nobody was donating, like, organs to complete strangers. And Kevin just had this thought that wouldn't leave him alone. Like he was like, I'll do it. And he tried to like talk to doctors, and they're like, I will donate my kidney. We'll get into it.
Oh, when he's alive, not like dead.
No. He's alive, and he wants to just donate it to a stranger, like to a children's hospital. And they're like, no.
Yeah, I got 2 of them. I don't need them both.
Yeah, they're like, no, you can't do that. And he's like, why not? And he's like, it's just, that's crazy. Like it wasn't like people have done it for family members, but no one has ever just done it for a complete stranger. So he was like pushing through all of this red tape to try and just give an organ to a kid that he didn't know.
Just let me give the fucking kidney.
I know, but I guess it wasn't that easy.
I can give money to somebody. Why can't I give a kidney?
Yeah. It had been a long road from back then, 46-year-old from Cornwall, Ontario. For months, health officials wouldn't take him seriously when he offered to donate the organ anonymously. We don't do that here, he was told. Not only that, it had never been done before anywhere in Canada. Some top officials in Canada leading liver transplant program were adamantly opposed to Gosling's proposal. They said it was unethical and immoral.
How?
Right. You get it.
How's that immoral?
They questioned his motives.
The opposite of that.
Yeah, questioned his motives and even his insanity or his sanity.
What are you trying to get out of this, mister?
You gonna sneak in there and take a little liver when we get in there?
It's like, no, I'm not. You're doing the taking.
I'm not even there.
Yeah, I'm sleeping, dude.
Come on, tell us the truth. You gonna sneak in there and touch a liver? No. Ugh.
I don't believe you. Something seems suspicious.
Let me ask my 8-ball. Signs point to yes. Imagine going to a doctor's office and he's fucking shaking an 8-ball.
Can you get rid of my cancer?
Even if there's just an 8-ball.
Yeah.
In a
doctor's office. Not in the waiting room, in the office.
In the office. Yeah. Like you're about to get surgery and they put the mask on you and they're asking you questions and you're like, and you look over and there's like scalpel and all this shit in a fucking 8-ball.
or the doctor's.
He's talking to you and shaking it.
He's like, are we going to get this tumor out?
I think we're going to get this tumor out of your dad's head. He's just shaking it.
Not looking bright.
Oh.
Right before you fall, before you pass out. It's like, it's science porn to know.
Science porn to know.
Oh, shit.
And he's like, let me bump it. And he goes, ask him later. He goes, that one's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, we can work with that.
He can work with that. And you're just like, fuck.
You wake up and your leg's gone.
Whoops. Anyway, so he went through all the tape. He got it done. He donated it. And then it opened the door for hundreds and hundreds of more people to donate organs to complete strangers.
This is going to...
Would you do it?
I don't know. So here's my
no one would want my liver.
Here's my well, you can't donate your liver. You need your liver.
No.
If you die, so what I've always thought is kind of a not a funny or a weird thing is like someone donating a kidney to somebody is so cool. But what if your one kidney goes bad and then you need a kidney transplant?
Yeah.
Then what do you do?
Well, then you fucked up. Life is full of regret, you know?
Like you do it and then you're like, fuck. And then you get put at the bottom of the list and you're like, shit, I should have kept that kidney.
Mm-hmm. Oh, man.
Pretty optimistic.
Mm-hmm. Gosling was a little anxious that the surgery go well, but he wasn't nervous and he had no doubts. He answered the same way he had turn your fucking phone off. He answered the same way he had over and over again when transplant officials assured him he could pull out any time. Nothing is going to stop me. Gosling's stubborn altruism and unwilling belief that he can make a life-changing difference to someone in desperate need almost single-handedly changed Canada's healthcare system. In the 19 years since the fateful day the transplant surgeons removed part of Gosling's liver and transported it into the body of a very ill child, the Toronto General Hospital has completed more than 137 such operations involving people donating anonymously to strangers, more than any other hospital in the world.
And that's so weird that you can just donate a portion of it.
Yeah. He's like, the whole thing, no way.
You can't have the whole thing, but you can have like a little piece of it.
Yeah, I mean...
Like just snip off.
Rip him off a piece,
yeah. Yeah, like break me off a piece of that liver bar.
That living liver bar. But anyway, that is... I mean, in my eyes, at least, heroic.
Yeah, I love the idea. It's like, it's so immoral. What are you talking about? I'm trying to save somebody.
Yeah, a kid, too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking...
Just a little bit. You're just cutting off a little piece.
Get rid of it.
Big deal.
Come on. All right, let's move off to the next one. Let's see something that I found on the internet.
Okay.
All right, go ahead, Zach.
The internet is pretty wild. Depending on your browsing habits, you can either experience something super cool or go to prison. Crazy, right? Let's check it out together as a couple. Hey, look what I found.
Yes, that's awesome. So here's a lot of different ways you could spend $130.
Were you doing an accent or did it? Okay.
$130.96 actually. I mean, they cover some bills.
How much?
$130.
Yeah, I'll get you something.
Yeah. One thing you could spend it on is a 30-pound pail of extra heavy mayo.
Oh, Kraft extra heavy mayo, 30-pound pail.
What? And I got here and I was like, all right, 4.8 stars. These can't be real.
How many reviews?
137.
Whoa.
And they aren't real. Here you go. Maybe priced about $8 too high.
I did the math. I crunched the numbers.
And it says flavor name, extra heavy mayo. And then the review just says, it's great. 4 people found that helpful.
Everything else is good, but the shipment, the deliver person didn't handle with care. The bucket lid came off.
9 people found that helpful.
I came home. There was an open bucket of mayo on my porch.
And then Gil Price writes, I love my extra heavy mayo. The clumpy texture is spot on. And I love the little hit of tanginess that comes from the fact that it's 3 months past the expiration date. And no, I haven't had it for that long. It came in yesterday. It's just expired because it sits in a warehouse for who knows how long and then takes over a month to ship. I use this for everything. Snandwiches. That's how you spelled it. Snandwiches.
Did it say snandwiches?
S-N-A-D.
Snandwiches.
Snandwiches, salads, and straight from the bucket. Extra heavy mayo has changed my life.
It's a game changer.
My kiddos love it almost as much as I do. I use it for mayo pancakes, chicken nuggets, and popsicles. It works as coffee creamer in a pinch.
What?
We used to eat mashed potatoes, but now we just eat scoops of mayo. In fact, we used to eat a lot of things. But due to the ever inflating economy and the fact that 30 pounds of mayo costs over $100, we don't anymore. But it's okay. Have I spent every paycheck I get on extra heavy mayo? Yes. Will I continue to do so? Yes. Am I seeing the possible consequences of these choices? Maybe. Will I stop? No. For a long time, I struggled with really dry hands, but thanks to extra heavy mayo, my hands are soft, stunning, and smell like glue.
Stunning.
I also water it down and use it as a cleaner for all my surfaces. Works like a charm. I use my mayo in place of everything because I no longer can afford anything. But it's okay. I always have my 16 pails and 4 gallons of mayo to keep me company. I highly recommend this product. It's ruined my life, but giving me 25 extra pounds in return. 2 people found this helpful.
Of course they did.
Oh my God.
Could you imagine ordering something like that and like you've got like a week left?
Yeah.
And you're like, dude, we have to use this mayo. Inviting the neighbors over, like, come get some of this mayo.
Having a mayo block party?
Yeah. You're just trying to come bring like Tupperware. Come get some.
your neighbors walking in. Hey, who's got a birthday coming up? And you're like, no, thank you. And you're like, I insist. Just
a big scoop.
Just like a Ziploc bag of fucking mayonnaise and a plastic knife. Happy 50th.
Little sticker on it says mayo.
Mayo. Happy 50th, Ron. Happy millionth birthday, dipshit.
Now, if that was Miracle Whip, I'd be all for it.
False advertising. The 30 pounds extra heavy mayonnaise weighs exactly the same as the regular 30-pound mayonnaise.
Oh, God.
I was able to make 3 BLTs with this before having to order more. 9 people found it helpful.
I love that people find
We'll
it
bring this to
helpful.
our house when we travel. God.
Imagine carrying that to the airport.
Yeah, with your bowling pins.
Mm-hmm. What's in the bucket?
Well,
Mayo.
What's in the bag? Bowling pins.
What's in the bucket? Mayo. No, seriously.
You want some?
You have to do. You ever do that with the bucket and then like you pull one side and it just won't.
Won't get there and you have to work it around.
Yeah. Flip it over and it's mayo stuck to the lid.
Give it a lick. So, and then the last review I'm going to read is from Erica Peterson. It just says, good for Snadwich.
Snadwich. That's probably dyslexia, right? We're making fun of someone's dyslexia.
Be an insider joke. I don't know.
Snadwich?
It's like watching, check it out with Dr. Steve Brule. His skateboard.
Your skateboard, yeah.
Instead of skateboard.
A crowd boy.
I already got.
That's one of them be a crowd boy.
Crowd boy. I already got 500 skateboards. Same thing.
Snadwich.
All right. Let's hear it from the kids.
Okay.
Zach, thanks.
All right, let's hear what you guys think.
Really? You want to talk to me? Wow, that's cool.
I think I should go with the first one.
Yeah, you should.
It's nice and short.
Do it.
Okay. First one's coming in from our daughter, Sweet Melissa. She writes, hey, daddies and Uncle Zach. My husband and I went to the night glow for the hot air balloons.
Fuck yeah.
Right before the balloons were supposed to go up, they canceled because of wind. As we were leaving, God, all the people show up for this thing and they're like, ah.
I know that guy making that call.
He's licking his finger. He's like,
like some guy, was walking around taking his hat off, like listening to the weather thing.
Mm-hmm.
Wind conditions.
Oh, yeah.
Tonight, windy with a chance of wind. And he's like, fuck, he's like ripping his hat off. Hey, Kirk, what's the call? I'll tell you in a second.
Well, give me 2 more minutes.
Well, should we get the balloons up in the air? 1 second. And he's turning it up. It's like windy tonight. Tomorrow.
Imagine being the guy that has to decide
County.
whether people die in a hot air balloon accident or not.
I know. Got a great line coming up here.
As we were leaving, all I could hear was your voices saying, "Thank God, so many lives were saved tonight." Just wanted you to know that I can't think of a hot air balloon without thinking of you guys. Your daughter Melissa.
Jeez Louise.
I love that.
Mm-hmm. Just what a bloodbath.
Oh, dude.
A straight up, like a modern day massacre was avoided.
Imagine like all the people that were actually gonna die in the accidents, but then all the kids and all the people that had to witness all those people dying.
I know. It would have been at night, so you just would have heard like the terror screams
just in the distance,
hitting fucking radio towers.
Oh my! Everything's popping,
wicker
and exploding.
baskets bouncing off chimneys.
The smell of the wicker basket burning
and hair. Just people burning and screaming and flaming. And people clapping.
I mean, basically just sounds like the Zeppelin going down.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like your everyday fucking hot air balloon festival.
Hindenburg.
The Hindenburg. I couldn't remember what it was called.
All Our second email is coming in from Matt. Hey, Joe and Brian. I was listening to Credit Score, Underwater, Goat, Axe Peen, and your story about sharing a credit score with your brother reminded me of a story. I grew up in a trailer park in Olympia, Washington. It's beautiful this time of year.
Beautiful. Gorgeous.
For those that don't know, the address in trailer parks work the same way as apartments, a.k.a. 123 street name. Number 1, number 2, number 3. Right, okay. Got it. And I know how those work because I lived in a trailer park for a lot of my childhood.
That explains it.
Live in park. Well, right up the street from me was a dude a couple years older than me. Ooh, those are the troublemakers. Those are my favorite to hang out with in trailer parks.
I mean,
what are we going to do today, Stevie? I don't know. Think we should break some windows with some rocks? Yeah.
Fucking yeah, dude.
Yeah,
Let's do
you're
it.
so cool. Think we play Nintendo at your house because I don't have one? Same last name and almost the same first name, but different middle birthday. What? I'm guessing different middle name, but he just wrote middle birthday. I was like, I don't know what that is. Different middle birthday, birthplace, different high school, etc. When I was in my junior year, I transferred high schools, and this was the first red flag. They sent his transcript instead of mine. Easy fix, no big deal. But as time went on, long after I moved out of that trailer park, I would get his bills, collection notices, even court summons. At this time, I thought, oh, well, sucks to be him. Then I started getting pulled over because he had warrants. Again, easy to clear up. No big deal.
Kind of a little inconvenient, though.
Yeah. Just fucking getting pulled over, minding your own business, doing a good job. Over the time, my wife and I started to really dedicate ourselves to clearing up our credit scores. That's when my wife realized that the other Matt's debts were affecting my credit. We contested all of his bills, and all but one corrected the issue. St. Peter's Hospital in Olympia, however, was like, no, fucking pay it, dick. So I paid his emergency room bill, which was over $500. I guess that's a small price to clear my credit. The worst was about 8 years ago when I received notice that his wages were being garnished for unpaid child support. A fun conversation to have with my wife, I assure you. The letter had his first, middle name, date of birth, place of birth, and former addresses and places of work listed, but my social security number and correct place of work. Current place of work. This notice came 2 days before payday and left me no time to correct the problem. Ugh. I had to take out a loan to pay my bills.
That's crazy.
It was fixed just before the next payday. I had to go back and forth between calling my company head office, Thurston County Family Court, and the collection agency. I got most of my money back in a couple of weeks, and about 6 months later, the collection agency sent me a $5 check for the transfer fee. When I asked the court how it happened, they said that they get their info from the IRS. I guess the other Matt must not have been paying taxes.
That checks out.
Mm-hmm. The kicker is that his baby mama is now a close friend of my best friend's wife, so I see his kid all the time. How's your dad?
Yeah.
Huh? Nothing.
Yeah.
God, I feel like I know him.
Yeah.
Man. So he has court on Tuesday, huh? Thanks, guys.
I get all of his stuff.
I don't know. It's hard to explain. Tell Matt I say hi. He says, thanks, guys. Matt. No, not that Matt. The other one from Olympia.
So funny.
God damn.
What a pain in the ass,
I know.
dude.
That what he explained is exactly what I have to do every time something like not run of the mill happens. Like buy a car, buy a house, start a business. I have to go back through the same shit over and over again and clear up my fucking credit.
I have the same thing because somebody wrote down somewhere along the line 1 digit off of my social security number.
Mm-hmm.
So every once in a while they'll just be like, "I'm sorry, sir, that's not your social security number." It's like I'm pretty sure it is.
Yeah, that's mine.
It's one of the few numbers I have memorized. It's for sure mine.
And I tell you what, the guy, I probably shouldn't say his name. Never mind, doesn't matter. I don't want to get in trouble.
Don't say his name.
Well, his name is Joseph, but his last name's Funny. So I want to say it because
like Doug Funny.
No, but it makes it funnier because then he just randomly shows up for every now and again. He'll pop in, and it's just like the most Italian last name you could possibly have, and it's just like where? Yeah, no one knows where he came from, but he just started showing up randomly on our credit score, and we're like, that's not us. No, we're Paisley. That is. All right, well, that's our show. That's episode 123. Oh. Become a part of the gaggle. We got the bonus content, patreon.com/canyouDon'tPodcast. Be sure to follow us on Instagram and Facebook. We got the YouTube version for the video fans of the show. Thanks for following us over there. If you have something you want to see, you have something you want to see on the show, that email address is heyguys@canyouDon'tPodcast.com. Thanks to the babysitters that moderate our Facebook page, the Can You Don't Playground. Rate and review us, and make sure you check out Uncle Zach. He dresses up like a Nazi for every episode. Just kidding. But call me Uncle Zach. Go to scatcast.com. That's scat with a K, and check out all of the shows that Uncle Zach does.
Yeah.
And I hear you guys are working on video.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Too much work.
It's a nightmare.
It is.
Just don't do it.
Lots of computers.
Unless you have a guy like Joe that can set it all up.
We got him on speed dial.
Yeah, I'm right here.
I remember when we were going to start this thing, and we mapped out the budget for what it was going to cost for the studio. I remember thinking, like, what? Why do we have to pay this much?
Nice.
Like, well, it's worth it.
Yeah, it's awesome.
It is pretty great.
All right, let's wrap this thing up. Zach.
Good God. Wrap it up already, huh?
I have a neat fact for the end of the show today. One of those, the ancient Romans used to drop a piece of toast into their wine for good health. Hence why we raise a toast. What? God, that makes so much more sense. Yeah, a toast.
Yeah.
A toast. And I guess my brain was like, yeah, you clink your glasses.
Mm-hmm.
No, there you go. Because they used to put fucking toast in their wine.
So they would have to toast it first.
And then they would raise their toast.
Soggy bread people.
Uh-huh. Fucking Romans. Making everything wet.
Hey, at least we got to think about we got to think about Rome today. Well done.
You haven't thought about Rome?
Not yet.
Oh, now you have.
Well, no, I have.
I think you should do a lap time about Rome.
You got it.
You got it.
Happy to do it.
When in Rome.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go to Rome. Let's do a show in Rome.
Sure. Why not?
Wherever I may roam. Hey, me.
Hey, me. Got toast in my wine again.
I'm in Rome again.
I'm in Rome again. But it ain't. All right, wrap it up. Do bonus stuff.
My.